Hello, good evening. The time is about 7:55 p.m. and today I would say was very productive to some extent. So I woke up by 4 a.m. today. I went straight into reviewing my content for the review my content and like organizing them because I shot like a couple of contents that I did not feel confident in posting. So I just like had to organize them and get them ready to be edited and posted, regardless of how I feel about them. Because I think I read a statement from this book called Rework that feel free to build an audience when nobody's looking, because at some point when people begin to look, you would have gotten better by that point. So to me, there's really no need to start documenting, or there's really no need for me to start creating content when I get to where I'm very comfortable at Pondo, and to start and to do it every single day if I want to get comfortable at it. So before I went to the gym, a video caught my attention, and it was a video by Matt Gray speaking on how he earns $700,000 every month by working 2 hours a day. And I asked myself, I know I can do this. I know I can earn this $700,000. But looking at after weighing my pros and cons and seeing where I think I fit in that hierarchy, I think it's such a service that I have chosen as my path to creating wealth. Because then again, it's content and then there's a limit. I don't know. I feel that limits what you can do on content is really not there. But looking at a video I watched from Sam Ovens, he says that millionaires do what is easy, cheap, and fast so they can earn money right now. But the billionaires do what is difficult, difficult, and hard to copy. And that is what gives them their competitive edge. It dawned on me that, hold on, yes, I want to create content out of a desire to create content, but I'm not going to pivot and say I want to focus on just content. No, my B2B SaaS in my own opinion, it's my path, and it's the real journey I'm documenting, because I realized that I can actually build a startup from right here in Africa and take it to the global stage. I really believe I can get that done. So I just that was majorly what was running through that was majorly what was running through my mind at the gym today. At the gym today, I kind of realized I realized something which I'm going to discuss maybe in the next video, and it goes like this. Or I think I should just go ahead and say it now. Is I looked at this guy who I speak to at the gym. He's in his 50s. He looks fantastic, and when it comes to the gym, he only works on his upper body and majorly his abs. And then I looked at him. I also kind of realized that the women naturally gravitate towards this guy. Like, I kid you not. And the amazing part is that he is not forcing anything. He's not trying to be attractive, or he's not trying to be drawing them to himself. But they just somehow find themselves drawn towards him again and again. And then it was at that moment I realized that, hold on, guys in our 20s, we can be as rich as you want, you can be as good looking as you want, but there's something about the elder guys that just makes them have to win. And then that's where I had like a little epiphany that, yes, you can be a billionaire in your 30s, but still you may not have that source. And like I keep looking at what is this source? Like, what's this source? And I feel like it's over time. When you read book like Think and Grow Rich, and then he talks about the sixth sense. I'm not saying that it is the sixth sense that makes you attractive, but there's something that just makes a man more defined by his age. So I'll touch on that topic later on. So from the gym, I left the gym I only worked out for about 30 minutes. About 30 minutes, I had a very good workout. Then I ran into another friend. Magically, we spoke for about 20. We spoke for about 10 minutes. I left the gym. I was at my apartment by 7 a.m. because I left super early. I was back by 7 a.m. Had my bath. I was at my desk by 7:30. I went straight into work. So I kept on debugging the app and seeing progress. And To my surprise, I really did well when it came to like focusing. I turned off my phone. I basically did not care on about whoever was trying to reach me. I was just doing my thing and putting in the grind. So on the other hand, I sent one of my staff to help me get food items, because basically I've discovered that the prices of things are like skyrocketing. But then again, I have to eat. So the magical thing is that somehow, the more I listen to spiritual messages, the more I get to realize that I don't need to worry. Prices will always go up, but that's none of my business to focus on. What I have to focus on is literally to give value. I kid you not, my account right has been my account to some extent has been empty for a couple of for some period right now. But what I would say is that magically, like I just get paid. For example, someone asked me to help him integrate a third party into his application. Basically speaking, that was like a 10 to 15 minutes work. Well, I was like a 10 15 minutes work, and then he gave me about $100, like, which is like right now it's about 200,000 naira, because of the currency has been devalued thanks to IMF. And then that's what I basically have to like use to pay my staff and get my meals sorted out. And this came out from the blue. So it makes me wonder that why should anyone worry? Why should anyone worry? And that's almost all what spiritual text is telling us, that we should focus on what we want, and then it will be attracted to us, provided that you get the work done. Now that means is that it's not like you sit down and start receiving money in your bank account. No, you're going to have to deliver some form of value. Now, I don't want to go into all these spiritual talks, but that's it. So for today, I believe that with the way I worked today, I believe tomorrow is just getting the app to be just a few touches on the app. Then I move on to the server, and by Monday we should be able to begin our outreach. And today our secretary Rose, I think she has successfully cleared all the problems she has with our youth service. So she is 100% with the team. Oh, something interesting happened today. So Ayo, which is like she's been with us for a while now, and then she says she wants equity in the company, and I just can't give her equity just like that. So I asked her, give us a proposal. Let's know what you are bringing to the table. Let's know how much equity you want to take out of the table, and then we can begin a conversation. She gave me a list. That list was very broad. It was very broad, to be precise. It's almost like she's assuming the CEO role, or rather the COO role. And I'm saying that, well, if she can bring all these things to the table, I would say she's very valuable. If she can bring all this to the table, but then again, we'll have to put her on a trial period of at least 6 months, and then I think she's going to have to be with the company for 3 to 5 years before she can even consider it to be called shares. One, two, is that because she's not a founding partner, she cannot get voting shares. She can only get shares that can be sold, but they cannot be used to vote on the board. So somehow, I kind of like feel this whole CEO vibe. Before, I used to have the mentality of a freelancer, but I think having to have like other staff come show up at the work, and having to show up before them, I am slowly beginning to have this identity of a CEO. And then it's a matter of time, because from next week or the upper week, we are going to be going heavy into sales, cold calling, and like I said, I'm going to be the one who's going to be piloting the sales, because that's the primary role of a founder, to be the number one salesperson. So I've kind of promised that I would get that done. So like I said, I think the goal is still 200. I think about 200 to 500 customers. We're trying to hit a target of about 100,000 people. That is using direct response marketing, using ads, using exploring as many channels as possible. Hoping that if we reach out to 100,000 people, we can at least get five, at least worst case scenario, 500 customers, paying customers. That's what we're currently working towards, and I strongly feel that we can achieve it. So, like I said, all we have to do right now is to like get the product up and then work on the product vision. So after work, I went for my workouts too. Then I went to get some groceries. I went to get extra food items because from what I'm seeing, the naira we keep in our bank account, if it's not major and I don't have anything I really want to spend the money on right now, I just buy food. I buy food to keep because food prices are skyrocketing. Let me see. I would say, to be very honest, to be very honest, I must say that I really do not know how much things are. It's just my staff that complain, but they complain and it gets to me. But I just assume that. So I really don't check the price. I just pay because I sort of have like I sort of like have my money. I sort of like have my money in a very very organized slash disorganized manner in the sense that I don't spend money on random things. It's mostly on food, my stuff, and any essential that I need. So one thing for sure is I must have these things as foundationally taken care of. My gym membership. Okay, I think that happens once a year because I pay for the entire year. It gives me discount and then it makes me commit 100% to the gym. No excuses. Feeding my staff. Um, right now, I think right now I want to pay for tools for my social media posting because I have like a whole lot of content and I promise to be super consistent till the end of the year, dropping one thing every single day, and then that is with minimal edits, minimal cuts. I want people to see how it is, like what's behind the scenes. So I'm also considering vlogging, and then seeing vlogging as a either as an opportunity to also get a lot done. So I'm also considering vlogging because, but then again, I have like this subconscious belief. I only say that, so I'm slowly getting rid of it is that the content might end up being a distraction because this time I'm currently putting into creating this content, I could be putting this into my products and be achieving more. But the reality is, I have a goal to build a global company from Africa here, $1 billion company from Africa here. It's going to take time. Yes, I am putting in the work. Yes, I am dedicated. But it's like, according to the spiritual laws that I've studied, everything has its own time. And that doesn't mean that we can't make things work faster. But regardless of how much effort you put into it, it's happening in God's time. So yes, I'm from Africa, but no, I'm not religious. I also believe in putting massive action. So plus, I kind of like know that by creating content, I'm also building leverage for whatever projects I have in the future because I'm committing this to I'm committing this as my life's journey, leading people. So hopefully, hopefully, um, I really hope that I lead people down the right path because I've done some research and people have spoken to me that there's nobody in that they know in the Nigerian space or in the African space that talks about self-improvement topics. And I kind of realized that Africans have like a serious problem coming because they barely talk about self-improvement and and it's pretty obvious because most Africans don't self-improve. So that's something that I'm still hoping to make my life's work, take up content and then post. So please, I have to end this right now because I still have to shoot for my audience, which is regardless of my journey. So thank you very much. I'll give it updates on my journey tomorrow. Bye for now.